Alright, so today is workday 15 of the Zero costume. I'm gonna start fiberglassing. I have resin, I have all my brushes, I have some drop cloths, some mixing cups, and all sorts of mess. But I don't have a workspace. So we're gonna have to do that first. So let's go find a well-ventilated workplace in order to do this so I don't die of fumigation poisoning or whatever the hell. I'm gonna try and use the cabana that's out back, and we're gonna have to empty that out. So let's go empty that out. So this is where I'm gonna be working. All I need to do now is just kind of clear it out and make space for what I need to work on. I'll pretty much be sticking to this corner back here. All of this back here doesn't need cleaned because it's just, oh my goodness, I don't know what that is. But yeah, so we're going to move some stuff around and should have a workspace within a couple hours, I hope. So here we go.
Transmission.
So we have a relatively respectable workplace now. I'm going to move the camera here a little bit, so if it shakes I apologize. But it's on a tripod, so I can kind of move it without too much issue. But this is where we're going to be working for the next God only knows how long. I gotta get my materials and things, and we'll get to work. Alright, so here's the long and short of what I've got and what I'm going to need, or at least what I think I'm going to need. This is fiberglass resin right here. It's just Bondo brand. It doesn't really have like a model number or anything. It's this is a gallon of it. If you buy this, it's worth noting, inside the lid, if I can get it off, there we go, it's gone. Inside the lid there are two little toothpaste tube type things. These are hardener. These are pre-measured for the gallon, so if you buy this you don't have to go and find another thing of hardener unless you're using a lot of it per ounce. That's fairly straightforward. These are solo cups. They're little 3-ounce cups that I found at a grocery store. These are to mix the resin and hardener respectively into it. So I have a disposable container with which to use, and you know, that way when it hardens up in the container, which I know it's going to because I'm stupid and I don't know how to measure things, I can just throw them out. And I have 80 of them, so I better not go through all of them. These are definitely a necessity. These were like $7. I got 2 of them. They're respirators. This is because when you're working with fiberglass resin, even if you're in a ventilated area, it's gonna make fumes, and the fumes are toxic. So you probably won't die, otherwise they wouldn't sell the shit. But it can knock you unconscious, and it can make you dizzy, and it can make you sick. So I don't recommend doing this without one of these guys. There are more expensive ones out there that do a better job. We'll see how this works. I don't usually buy respirators, so I don't know what to expect. But whatever. This is fiberglass cloth. It's this is what's going to give the Pepakura model all of its rigidity. This is going to go as an inner layer to the costume. I'll explain basically how we're going to do this stuff when we get to it. These are painter's towels. They're what, 12 by 14 I think? Oh, 14 by 17, some big letters on the front. These are just here to basically sop up any mess that I make and try and avoid me getting a ton of it on the floor. This isn't my house. This isn't my property. So if anything happens, I'm responsible. And I feel like just making a mess in general is kind of a shitty thing to do, even if it is my place. So we're going to avoid that as best we can. I'll probably end up covering this whole table because it's kind of disgusting. Buy a cheap-ass bedsheet or something. And then the most important thing that I'm going to need is these guys. Each of these boxes has brushes in them. These are chip brushes. I bought them in bulk from thepaintstore.com. They were 17 cents a brush. And I know I'm going to go through a whole lot of them, so if you're going to do something like this and you know you're going to use a lot of brushes, buy in bulk. It's cheaper. I got these ones, which are 1/2-inch chip brushes, and I got these ones, which are 1-inch chip brushes. And I have 2 full crates down here of 36 of each of them. I wasn't sure how many I was going to need. A guy that I've seen who has worked on an Iron Man suit made a helmet out of fiberglass and claimed to have used 5 or 6 brushes just for the helmet. So I kind of extrapolated that and was like, oh, I'm going to use a ton of brushes. So I bought a lot of brushes. I'm not bringing the pieces out just yet to get started today, only because it's very humid and it looks a lot like rain. So I don't want to bring out something that's made of paper and leave it out in the humidity and the rain or whatever, because that's just going to destroy it, and then the hours and hours of work that I've done will have just gone. So I'll probably get started on it tomorrow, which will be in this video, but I can safely say that I'm really excited to get started on this because this is, you know, something new and interesting, and I haven't done it yet, so. Oh, stomach gurgle. Great. I hope my microphone picked that up because that was disgusting. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat food, and I'm gonna run to Goodwill and pick up some more stuff that I need. I need to get a pair of shoes. Not for myself, for the costume. But other than that, that's pretty much everything for today. This might actually go up before I actually start the process. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm excited to get started. See ya.